Some morbid facts now to go along with tonight's big story in a small town. Live to ride, ride to live. That's the motto that many Harley Davidson enthusiasts live by. And now that biking bunch can ride their wheels all the way to hog heaven. It's the big story in a small town. It takes us to Lake Ronkonkoma. That's in New York. It's on Long Island, and it's home to a family-owned funeral home now catering to the biking population. Check out the Harley Davidson hearse right there. It's a three-wheeled carriage-style hearse. It doesn't round corners like the sound effect, but bikers can go out in style, and it's available for customers of the Maloney Family Funeral Home. Let's get to one of the Maloney brothers right now on the phone, and Michael Maloney is with me on the phone. He's the funeral director. Michael, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so Mike, are you a biker yourself? That's my first question.
Well, I do ride, and I have I've ridden for many years. I don't know if I'd qualify myself as a biker, but I definitely ride.
Well, I only asked that because I figured someone that was a biker would be the one who came up with the idea of this biking hearse here, this Harley Hearse. No?
Well, we try to think out of
out of the box.
Yep, absolutely. Try to think out of the box, and what new innovative ways can we come up with to create new, unique, and different ways for families to celebrate the life of somebody that's passed.
Okay,
with bikers, it was a no-brainer.
So how's it going? I mean, do bikers come and cater to the business?
Absolutely. I use it frequently with motorcycle enthusiasts. I send it to other locations around Long Island, into the city, for people that I don't necessarily serve, but they still want to ride the bike.
Oh, wait a minute. So people who were not bikers and may not have had any association with bikes still would like to have their loved one laid away this way and taken down by a Harley?
Absolutely.
Really?
It's a very unique. It's got the glass windows so you can see inside it. It's a very classy piece of machinery.
It looks awfully small on the picture, though, that I'm looking at. But is this? Is obviously the carriage is large enough to accommodate a large person?
Standard size casket. It actually fits a casket that's up to 39 inches wide, and it accommodates a full-length casket with no problem whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Tell me about one of the most unusual services that you've had using your Harley Hearse.
Well, I wouldn't call it unusual. I would say it was quite a show, if you will. We had about 40 bikes in front of the hearse, and then we had the hearse, the limousine, and we had about another 40 bikes behind it, and then all antique cars behind that. So it was quite a show, if you will. When you're driving down the road, everybody stops, everybody looks at it. It's just it's a definite head turner.
Yeah, I can imagine. So now, you know what, typically first thing that I thought about when you said that you had the motorcycles in front of it and some behind it, I thought about either a military funeral or a funeral when an officer is being laid to rest, because that's the way that they typically do that. Have you been approached by any members of in uniform to have this service?
Haven't been approached by them. I've used it on a couple of retired officers' funerals, or when we've had a police escort, we've used it. We've used it several times.
Yeah.
So I mean, it gets used for all different types of services. I've had men put, their mothers in it. I've had some family members put their sons in it. So it gets used for everybody.
Yeah. Now, Mike, who's driving the bike right there? Who we're looking at a picture here. Who's that?
That's my brother Peter.
That's your brother Peter.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Peter obviously is a biking enthusiast. It's a pretty nice bike, by the way.
It's a very nice bike.
Here's
2006 Road King.
Ah, see, so
and we had it converted to a trike.
So here's my question. When you're not in service with a funeral, does Peter unhitch that bike and he's cruising around town with it?
No, he's got his own bike. That
Oh, he's got his own bike for that. So
Yeah.
this bike is exclusively used for services.
Well, we use it. I used it in St. Patrick's Day, the St. Patty's Day parade that we had. What we did is we dressed it all up with shamrocks, being the Irish that we are, and we got ourselves a leprechaun, and he was passing out gold coins out of a bucket on the top of it.
How about that?
So,
Boy, that is just used for all kinds of fun stuff.
sure.
Well, with the the exception of the funerals, obviously. Hey, Mike, hey, good talking to you, and good luck.
Well, thank you
with
very
the Harley
much.
Hearse.
Thank you very much.
And
You have a great day.
Yeah, you're thinking out of the box.
Yep.